going to be showing you guys today is how to access Zoom, how to host a meeting using Zoom webinar conferencing. So, I know a lot of people are working from home these days, a lot of things are happening. So, online. So what I'm going to be taking you through is how to set up a meeting, how to share your screen, and also how to share the audio with inside of a presentation. So firstly, the first thing that you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to zoom.us. Once you go to zoom.us, you're going to be able to download the client from there. Basically, you're going to be able to download the app for your laptop or your PC. If you look at the description below, you will see a description if you are using your mobile phone. In the links below, in the comments and description below, there will be a link which you're able to click on that link and view how to use Zoom on a mobile phone. But for now, I'm going to be taking you through how to use Zoom on a laptop or a PC. So you will see the icon on the right hand side of my screen over here. We're going to double click that. And it's very, very simple. To start off with, you will sign in, and you can either sign in using your Facebook account, your Gmail account, or you can use a different email address and password. In order to see your settings, all you're going to do is, if you want to sign out again afterwards, you'll click on the top right hand corner. You will see there's a photo of yourself, and you'll be able to see all of the features on this side over here. You'll see your profile, different things to check for updates. Also, you can check your settings, and this is where you're going to click to sign out. Okay, now I want you to understand there's various options for Zoom. You have a free account, and then also you have a paid account. So the basic free account, if it's just one-on-one, you can have an unlimited amount of time for that meeting. If you have anything more than 2 people on that meeting, it's gonna basically cut off at 40 minutes, but you can host 100 people for that meeting. So let's just go in and let's just click on meetings. Should you want to be hosting a meeting, over here you can see you can schedule a meeting. So let's just schedule one very, very quickly. So here you can see this is where you're able to schedule that meeting. You can turn your video off. If you're hosting the meeting, you can turn your video off. So this means when you're entering the meeting, your video will be off. You can always turn it on. And also for participants, the minute they log in, also turns off their video as well. This is where you're going to be setting your audio when you're logging in. Make sure that you are clicking telephone and computer audio. Very, very important that you click this one. It allows you, and it makes sure that your audio is being used via your PC and people can hear you. So you can also set up a meeting. If you click on this is where you're going to be able to set up a meeting when you want to schedule a meeting as well. So if we go back to the home, you'll click on schedule, and this is where you're able to schedule a meeting for various people. And when you set on the various scheduling, it will, we're not worried about that. Basically, this is where you can see a meeting that is scheduled. So what we're going to do very quickly, I'm just going to click on new meeting. I'm just going to wait for this thing to open up, and as it's busy opening up, you will see that you have this screen over here. So when I'm logging in, I've automatically clicked on my microphone to always be muted, as well as my video. So it is very, very, very important, if you are inviting people to your Zoom itself, right? You will have the option, you will see over here, invite others. You'll either be able, you can select how you want to email them, if you're going to be emailing people. At the same time, this is your meeting ID on the top right hand corner of the screen. That shows you your meeting ID. Everybody has a personal meeting ID, and you're giving that to people when they are joining the meeting so that they can click on that to join the meeting. Very important basic functions. Now you'll see I want to actually share a presentation with you guys, but I can't share that presentation. Why? Because this shows me what's on my desktop. If the presentation is not open on your desktop, you won't be able to share that. So we're going to close that very quickly. I have a presentation laying over here, just created a white blank page. So what we're going to do is we're going to share that again, and there you can see it opens up and it shows up on the screen sharing page. I'll click on that. I'll click on optimize screen share video for clip with the sound. When I click on share, you need to make sure that this green bar highlights around the document that you want to be sharing. If that green bar is not around the document, it means it's not being visible to the rest of your people that you are sharing the item with. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that as a full screen. Um, this is where you're going to click on to make your video open, and you're able to share your video with a whole lot of other people as well. So inside of this, so I always put my video right underneath my camera. This basically allows me to show you what if I'm looking at my screen, even though my camera is right over there, when I'm standing a bit further back, it looks like I'm looking straight into my camera, but I'm actually looking at myself as well, just to see what's all around me, how everything looks. So just going to close that off again, unmuting the microphone as well. I have various options in terms of what I want to do with my microphone, my participants. I can do the same thing. I always like to just keep it open over here on the side, just so that I can see and understand. Even though my participants list is open, the guests that are on can't see, but I can see who is there, who's interacting, and what's happening. So I can say mute all, I can unmute, and I can also allow participants to unmute themselves. But I always like to uncheck that, and I control who mutes themselves. But if you're having a small little meeting with your company, with your team, it's very easy. Everybody's professional. You can allow people to unmute themselves as well, and basically, you can lock meetings, you can keep it secure, you can enable a waiting room. What does a waiting room mean? A waiting room simply just means that even though people have a password to enter your meeting, they have the credentials to enter your meeting, a little waiting room appears, then you need to admit every single body. So you can literally control every single person that enters into your meeting. You can control who sees the information and who doesn't see the information. Obviously, authenticity is very important. So what we're going to do is you got noting tools as well. You can draw on the screen, you can erase, you can show people what's happening, and you can clear everything as you're taking a look at the note bar. Here's various options. You have the ability to record the meeting. If you need to share this at a later stage, you can record the meeting, and it saves either to the cloud or it saves to the desktop itself. You have the chat functionality, and you can either chat to one person. You'll just click on this, it says everyone, or it's a particular person in mind. You can have that conversation. You can also do, if you're doing a webinar, for instance, and you need people to ask you questions, they can ask you questions through this chat functionality. So that's all from my side. If you have any further questions, security is also beefed up on Zoom as of late. If you have any further questions, feel free to drop a comment in the box below, and I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions, and I'll be more than happy to give you some advice, to give you some tips on how to make the best out of Zoom. So from my side, I wish you happy Zooming and happy webinars for the future.